We're going to factor to find binomials, and we're going to do that using algebra tiles and an algebra mat. Okay, so we have x squared plus 7x plus 6. Now we know this is known as the a squared plus b plus c. We know that. And we want to look at it as what we're going to have here for our students. So this is factoring the x squared plus bx plus c. Now, if I look at this, I know it's x squared. I know I have a negative 7x. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I know I have 6. So one of the things I tell my students is go ahead and look at that 6 and see how you can make some kind of a rectangle out of it. So I can make a rectangle this way, or I can make a rectangle, how? Well, I can make a rectangle this way. So I'm going to look at that for 6. And I know I need to put the 7x in here some way. So I'm going to look at it like this, but I know that needs to be a positive 6, but this has to be negative, and this is positive. So how do I get that? So now I need to look at that and see how am I going to get this to be negative, and this has to be negative, right? And I know that there has to be 6 parts here. And this has to be positive. So what does that mean about this? Is these numbers negative or are they positive? So this one could be positive and this could be positive because that makes this positive. And this number would have to be what? Negative, right? To get this to be negative and this to be positive, this would have to be negative. So we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here as negative. Now again, I'm just going to put these up here because remember we had to create a rectangle and now we're just filling in to see what was needed here. That's how we're doing this. We're basically doing the reverse of factoring. For factoring, we're doing the reverse of multiplying binomials. And again, this is going to have to be negative here because that's positive. So let's see if I'm right. If this negative and this negative will make this positive. Oh, I am. So now at this point, this is my center. This is what I don't need to look at. Again, where I'm factoring, I want to know what it took up here. So this is an x plus, or no, in this case it could be negative 6, but we're going to go ahead and say x subtract 6, and then down here it's going to be x subtract 1. So my answer is x subtract 6, x subtract 1. Let's do the factoring to make sure we're correct on this. Now x and x is x squared. A negative x, 1x. This is going to be a negative 6x. This is going to be a negative and a negative make a positive. So now I've got combining like terms, bringing down the rest, and there is my answer. So I've checked it. I know it's correct. This is the way it should be. Now let's do another one. So let's slide this off. And let's do one more. Now with this one, let's do x squared plus 6x plus 8. Again, I'm going to use my beautiful drawing there. Not that great. So I have an x squared I have 6 positives, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 x's, and I have 8. Now again, I have to figure out how I'm going to arrange these 8 into a rectangle that is going to help me make 6. So 4 across and 2 down. That seems like that'll work. So now I've got to figure out if I can fix these in here to where it's going to make a beautiful rectangle. Now some of these get a little complicated, so the kids have to turn them around a couple of times and try to figure them out, but they will get it. So I'm making my rectangle. Like I said, this is why I like the wiki sticks, because I'm having trouble lining these up too. If I have that wiki stick to bump up against, I can just keep on going. So there it is. So my factor is x. 1, 2, 3, 4, they're positive. X, 1, 2. So x plus 4. When I factored, that's my answer. So, hope you enjoyed this video.